Hello traders, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal and you're watching Nifty and Bank Nifty short-term view. Let's go back to Saturday when I shared the weekly sectoral analysis with all of you, possibly somewhere over here. It was around 19,725 and I had clearly stated that it is time possibly for the markets to consolidate, to slow down and maybe even slow down taking your new trading positions, right? And after that, we saw a gap down in Nifty and Nifty started coming down from this level of 19,729 and closed somewhere at 19,520. So this was the first sign that whatever I said on Saturday was very much true. And in case if someone has uh, completely stopped initiating new trades and concentrated on managing his open trades, then he would have saved a lot of money because, initiating bad trades and losing money in the market is much worse than initiating some decent trades, but somehow the markets doesn't help you. Now, yesterday I had clearly told that when this market has come down, it will be very, very hard and it is going to be very surprising for me in case if market is able to make a pullback and try and close above this particular gap over here, because only after that we'll be able to see some rally. And the same thing is evident even today. What I said yesterday that it's not going to be easy and it will be very much surprising if market makes a U-shaped recovery, right? So what we saw today, market did open gap down and we can see over here the candle which has been made is not a very big, but we can say it is a high wave candle. It's a decent size high wave candle. Now, high wave candles generally coming at a juncture when there is a decent support available. Now, this is the first support. Now, this is the second support. The second support is in the daily chart somewhere over here is at 19,263 to 19,250, you can say in terms of round figure. It coming at a support, a high wave candle is a decent sign. I'm not saying this is a bottom, but at least it is a better rather than a big red candle, something like that. It's much better than that. In terms of trend, we are still in a downtrend in the RD time frame charts, but in the daily time frame charts, the trend is completely flat. Neither it is up, neither it is down. We are flat. And one more thing which I didn't like today was that after yesterday's sell-off, if today was a little bit of consolidation and then market would have gone down, it would be better. But today's sell-off was really, really sharp in hourly time frame charts if you see the candles. Now, many of you who are already using RSI oscillator, it is very easy for you to understand that yes, we do have a higher low in RSI and we do have a lower low in price. So is it a positive divergence? The answer is very much yes. It is a positive divergence. Are we at a decent support? Yes, we are at a decent support. But does this mark that are we at a complete bottom? Well, we need to deep dive into the early time frame charts. The first thing over here is that the price needs to arrest falling down. It needs to arrest falling down. It needs to consolidate, stay here at least for a day, go higher slowly and steadily. If it goes faster, maybe it's icing on the cake. And the first level of resistance where Nifty will face is somewhere around in this zone. In case if it gives a pullback, first of all, 19, you can say somewhere around 19,550, 19,560 to 19,600. This is going to be the first resistance. Okay, in case if it gives a pullback, then it also needs to close above this gap, then things will improve much better. But this level is far away, seeing today's sell-off, correct? Because you would be thinking that currently market has closed at 19,381 and this guy is talking about 19,750, 760. This is what I'm telling, if at all it happens. Now, as a trader, you should also understand that you need to be very smart in terms of your outlook, especially when things are not very bullish in the market and volatility is on a slightly rising. We need to understand that in case if this view works out, that the positive divergence helps the market to consolidate, possibly not break this particular level, and try to go higher, things will obviously improve. They're not going to get worse from here. But in case if this view doesn't work, all right, and we break this low, which is at 19,250, if we close below this low, then yes, things will get a little bit more worse and lower levels could be possibly tested. And I think the first level could be tested would be around 19,190 because there is a gap over here. So this is what we need to understand. So we do have a ground of decent support at 19,250, maybe even this low is a support of 19,300. We have a high wave candle, we have a positive divergence, things are fine, but price needs to first stop falling, start bouncing and surpass these levels over here, which I told was at 19,550, 19,600. Then we'll see what happens in the market. Okay. Now let's have a look at Bank Nifty. Talking about Bank Nifty, I was pretty much surprised to see that, this particular support was broken. You can see this level over here at 44,700 was a very good support for Bank Nifty, but somehow it broke. Now let me zoom in over here. If I take this low of Fibonacci, and if you check, this was a very good support. And if I extend to this swing, even this is a good support. So this is a clear-cut sign that this was a support, but at times you can understand that when FIIs are selling, when markets are coming down, supports can break temporarily, okay, because support and resistance is temporary in nature. They are not permanent. So now we have hit even a stronger support, and that support is at 44,500 to 44,300. So 44,500 to 44,300, this entire support band is a decent support. The candle which has been made over here has no name. Yes, it looks like a high wave candle, but it is not, because generally high wave candles do have a smaller body like this and they have very big wicks, the one which we saw a little bit in Nifty. So that is not possible over here, but the wick which has been made over here, it clearly shows that yes, the price has respected today's low, which was a support. And let's have a look at Bank Nifty hourly time frame charts. Again, if you are suspecting that we do have a lower low in price and higher low in RSI, you are very, very right. We do have a positive divergence in the hourly time frame charts. But once again, we need to understand, just because we have a positive divergence does not mean we are at a bottom or we have hit a bottom. The candles over here which have been made is this candle especially was really good. This is not a very bullish candle, but even in fact, if this candle was made at a support, we still made a new low, correct? So we need to understand, respect the price, and first, as I said in Nifty, price needs to stop first falling. It needs to consolidate. It needs to go higher. Once it starts moving higher, new patterns will be emerging on the charts. And once those patterns emerge, I will analyze these charts and again share my view. But if you want to know what are the immediate resistance level for Bank Nifty, then I guess these are the levels from 44,780 to 45,550. These are the levels, 45,50 to 44,780. These could be the immediate resistance levels. All right. Now, yesterday I had shared two stocks with you. The first one was Wipro. And if you check over here, I had clearly told that the stock needs to close above this level, which is at 49 or 409, 410, and only then some rally would be probable. But what you can see is the stock still hasn't been able to close above it. So the positive view on the stock is still open. Should be keeping your eyes open, patiently waiting for the stock to give a breakout and only then step in that particular trade. The second stock which I had shared was CG Power. Now this stock, if you check properly, it has been able to surpass the resistance level which I shared with all of you. The resistance level which I shared with all of you was between 410 and 412. So if you check over here, it has been able to even trade above 412 today, but it was not able to close above it. If it did close with a big green candle, things would be really different. So the view is still open. Currently, the stock is not looking that attractive, But once it gives a breakout over here with a big green candle above 410, 413, then the stock could go much higher. All right. And consider this view as a short-term view, possibly for a swing trader or a momentum trader. This is not a positional view for few months. And again, whenever I'm talking about any index or stocks, it is just a view from my side. Kindly analyze at your own end and then take any trades. All right. So I hope the views which I'm sharing about the market and the stocks are helping you to understand the market a bit better. Trade wisely and trade less. Thank you.